So, chapter 10. I love chapter 10. I think chapter 10 is so exciting. Uh, Starts off with this. Atticus is old. He is 50 years old. And to Gem and Scout, that is ancient. He can't do anything. He can't play football like all the other dads. He can't do the fun, exciting things that all the other dads do. And Gem and Scout find him to be boring. They try and figure out, you know, what can he do? And all the neighbors say, well, he's a good guy and he's really good at his job being a lawyer. And Calpurnia says, well, he can do lots of stuff. Gem and Scout are like, what? We want someone to play with. We want somebody to, you know, do things with. Anyway, so part of it is about how Atticus can't do anything. Page 90 is very important, however. Atticus gives Gem and Scout air rifles, and it says here, Atticus said to Gem, I'd rather you shoot at tin cans in the backyard, but I know you'll go after birds. Shoot all the blue jays you want if you can hit them. But remember, it's a sin to kill a mockingbird. It's a sin to kill a mockingbird. To kill a mockingbird. That's the title. Pay attention there. It is a sin to kill a mockingbird. Now, is it really a sin? Like, does the Bible say do not kill mockingbirds? No, it does not. So what's being said here? Miss Maudie says your father's right. Mockingbirds don't do one thing but make music for us to enjoy. They don't eat up people's gardens. They don't nest in corn cribs. They don't do one thing but sing their hearts out for us. That's why it's a sin to kill a mockingbird. So for you critical readers, you have to try and piece this together. Why is it a sin? Is the mockingbird a symbol for something? And if you kill a mockingbird that just makes good music, that would be wrong. So then, how does this tie into other elements of the story? What is it that would be similar to killing a mockingbird, getting rid of something that only makes good music, only does good things? So keep that in mind as you read. Who or what are the mockingbirds, and what does killing them look like as you continue through the text? All right, very important. Moving right along, Atticus can't do anything, and then Gem and Scout on page 92, they're out playing, and they see a rabid dog walking down the street. So they go in, they say, Calpurnia, there's a dog out there. And so Calpurnia calls and she says, Atticus, or actually, excuse me, Mr. Finch. Mr. Finch, you better get home. So he comes home. He comes home with Sheriff Hectate. On page 95, Atticus said, he's within range, Heck. You better go get him before he goes down the side street. Lord knows who's around that corner. Go inside, Cal. Calpurnia opened the screen door, latched it behind her, then unlatched it and held onto the hook. She tried to block Gem and me with her body, but we looked out from beneath her arms. Take him, Mr. Finch. Mr. Tate handed the rifle to Atticus. Gem and I nearly fainted. Now remember, this whole chapter so far has been about how Atticus can't do anything. And yet here is the sheriff giving Atticus a gun to shoot a rabid dog? Gem and Scout, like, they're beside themselves. They don't know what's happening. Don't waste time, Heck, said Atticus. Go on. Mr. Finch, this is a one-shot job. Atticus shook his head vehemently. Don't just stand there, Heck. He won't wait there all day for you. For God's sake, Mr. Finch, look where he is. Miss, and you'll go straight into the Radley house. I can't shoot that well, and you know it. Oh, I haven't shot a gun in 30 years. Mr. Tate almost threw the rifle at Atticus. I'd feel mighty comfortable if you did just now. So here's this rabid dog coming down the street. Gem and Scout are on the porch watching. The sheriff gives the gun to Atticus. Atticus says no. Sheriff goes yes. Atticus takes the gun, and Gem and Scout are like, our dad can't do anything. Sure enough, boom, one shot, he takes down the rabid dog. And page 97, Jem goes, uh, Atticus? Yes. Nothing. And Heck says, what's wrong? Didn't you know your daddy's... Shh, hush, Heck. We're not going to talk about that. Let's go back to town. So the chapter ends with Jem and Scout just being shocked by Atticus taking the shot. They cannot believe that he was able to pull that off. And the neighbors all know that Atticus, when he was a kid, he was an excellent marksman. He was able to shoot anything. In fact, there's this great anecdote here about how Miss Maudie says that if he shot 15 times and only hit 14 birds, he would say it was a waste of ammunition. 14 out of 15, that's pretty good percentage. But Atticus, as a young man, was unsatisfied with that. All right. All this wraps up with this idea that people in their right minds never take pride in their talents, says Miss Maudie. Excuse me. All right. It's a good chapter, filled with lots of good stuff. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll talk to you later.